On the edge of El Paso, where the oak trees guard the lost, I met her under starry skies where now only shadows toss. By the old wooden porch we danced soft shoes on creaking wood. Her laughter mingled with the wind, swore it'd stay for good. But the starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Years threaded silver through my hair. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads where the marks we made turn now to silent stone. The scarf she left behind hangs on a rusty nail, still faintly smells of rain, like tears from the skies when the heavens shared our pain. The starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Oh, how the prairie grass whispers secrets when we'd roam. Now every whisper's a reminder of how I wander alone. Maybe the land remembers, though the stars refuse to tell, of the nights we stitched our dreams before the darkness fell. So I'll sing to the starry night that forgot, to the dreams that we once knew, to the echoes of her footsteps fading into the morning dew. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. In the heart of forgotten trails, where even stars dare not. And as the sunset bleeds its last over lands where she once stood, I saddle up my sorrows, ride through this lonesome wood, where the starry night forgot, and all but one heart moved on. Underneath these endless skies, I reckon life just draws its dawn. Out where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark, a heart aflame. Beneath its boughs we swore in vain, in wild lands where the wind speaks and whispers, that old porch where your laughter rang, a melody amidst the rustling plains, now just a shadow under moon's wane, where a cracked frame lingers. Those days of dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Old ghosts walk these empty roads, through whispered pines and forgotten notes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. The cabin stands on the ridge alone, its windows dark, its warmth unknown. Gravel roads reclaimed by thorn, echoes of our footsteps, now just echoes. That saddle hangs unaware weathered still, untouched by time. Against my will, each dusk I trace the lonely hill where memories like rivers softly. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Old ghosts walk these empty roads through whispered pines and forgotten nodes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. And so I ride beneath the stars, guided by the night, soft scars, learning that love, like life, is sparred by time's ungentle, cruel hands. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, each sunset lost, each day is won. In this life where I must roam, I carry your love, my eternal home. The cracked frame lingers, but it's clear. In every whisper I feel you near. A cowboy's heart, lone but sincere, holding to memories I ride on alone. In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers float, I first saw her wild hair in the sun's retiring glare. We danced on creaking boards neath the porch of weathered lore, her laughter twining through like the breeze in twilight's hue. Unspoken words watch me leave in the dust of twilight's eve. A scarf she wore, now part of the core of the saddle I used to grieve. As the sun bids goodbye in the vast regretful sky, her memory's a ghost on this endless lonesome coast. Years flew like the storm that paints the desert north, from bustling towns to silent nights under the cold, distant lights. The cabin empty sighs, and in its corners my heart lies. But time washed away the dreams like pebbles in mountain stream. Unspoken words watch me leave in the rain that night did weave. The scarf she wore lay on the cabin floor where my hopes began to cleave. As the wind whispers low through the valleys I once known, her touch a fleeting trace in the chill of empty space. And the roads they twist and turn, each with a lesson stern. To ride is to roam in a world that's just foam, on the sea of grass and stone where my heart finds its own. Unspoken words watch me leave as I held my breath to grieve. A scarf she wore, now frayed and torn in the dreams I still believe. With every setting sun, my wandering heart's undone. A cowboy rides alone with his heart forever thrown. let the sunset's glow tell the tales of woe of a cowboy's lone ride, with his memories as his guide. Unspoken words like birds fly away into the skies, and under the vast starlit night a lone heart quietly lies. In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers talk, I carved our names in the old gray bark with a shaky, hopeful hand. That cabin with its creaking board sat hollow on the ridge, where the sunset bleeds through lonely panes and the wind sings through the sash. Oh, that empty bed called my name like a lonesome haunting frame. In the quiet room where we lay our dreams, now dust covers all we'd claimed. The stars above the wild lands, once our hearts they did tame, now they just flicker in distant skies while that empty bed calls my name. The saddle hangs untouched, its leather cracked by time. The trail we rode together, now a fading line. Your scarf still lies upon that chair, its color worn by sun. Oh, how these silent echoes mock what we had begun. Oh, that empty bed called my name in the whispers of the rain. Every drop of memory falling sweet mingled with my pain. The porch still holds your laughter in the creases of its frame, while the night air carries the weight of words, and that bed whispers my name. I wander through these empty rooms where shadows play old tunes. The dust that dances with the ghost of you under the melancholy moon. This heart once wild as desert blooms now withers in its cage, bound by the silence left behind by the turning of the page. That empty bed called my name through the thunder and the rain. Each thunderclap a heartbeat lost, a love I can't reclaim. As twilight paints the sky's last light and stars begin their wane, I hear the echo of that empty bed where once we lay, now just my pain. So here's to the roads, both graveled and gained, to the love that rode, then drifted away. As the dust settles deep and the night claims its reign, that empty bed calls my name, calls my name. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers flow, I found a rusty locket gleaming faintly in the glow. Promises like whispered winds through the chaparral so dry, where echoes of our laughter paint the canyons and the sky. Oh, that rusty locket washed away in the rain, like the dreams we built on gravel roads, now lost to the plains. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red neath the sorrow's heavy sway. She's a memory riding distant trails, forever washed away. Years swept like the river past the porch where we once sat, now just creaking timbers and a faded welcome mat, where a scarf danced with the autumn, a ballet of flame and rust. Only dust remains where once was trust, now swallowed in the gust. Oh, that rusty locket washed away in the rain, like the love we carved deep in the woods, now part of the terrain. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red neath the sorrow's heavy sway. She's a memory riding distant trails, forever washed away. I wander these empty cabins with a heart that's lined in stone, past shadows worn and weathered like the skin over my bones. Fading trails my only guides to the woman I once knew, in a locket lost to the river's rush, my heart bids her adieu. Oh, that rusty locket swallowed by the stream, a token of the tenderness that lives now in my dreams. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red across the endless fray. She's a silhouette against the dying light, forever washed away. Underneath that old oak tree, by the porch where we used to be, silent whispers of dust and leaves, singing tales of you and me. Scarves you hung on every hook, now just shadows in every nook. A cabin haunted by the love we took, and the heart you never forsook. Porch cries under moonlit skies, where our love once danced, now my soul just sighs. Every creek and wood a story told of a warm hand lost in this growing cold. Echoes of your laughter in the breeze as the leaves rustle and the memories tease. Gravel roads where we once roamed, paths of solitude I call home. The saddle sits but rides no more, just like my heart, worn and torn. What changed was not the setting sun, nor the trails we thought we'd always run. It was the fading of your gentle ways and the harsh light of our ending days. Porch cries under starlit realms, holding on to a ghost at the helm. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red, painting loss in the words unsaid. Whispers of you in the wind's mournful calls as the horizon blurs and the nightfall falls. But here I stand where you left your mark, in the silent scream of the meadow lark, a lone figure against the vast open plains, learning to dance the oncoming rains. So porch cries and so do I, with the stars bearing witness in the sky. The oak still stands though the years pass by, holding memories that refuse to die. In the quiet of this lonesome view, I find the strength to start anew. But in every twilight's fading blue, my heart whispers back to you.
Out where the oak tree shadows fell along, on a dusty trail where our hearts sang the sun song. Your laughter a melody wild as the land. Under that old porch you'd slip me your sunburned hand. Rain carved our names once in the soft earth, where we swore love is wide as the prairies gird. Oh, rain carved deep in the dirt, just like your memory in my shirt. Every storm whispers you're gone. This old heart echoes like a lone song. Cabin sat empty where our dreams danced around. Gravel roads overgrown where your footsteps once found. These hills hold the echo of your fading trail. The scarf you left whispers your tale in the gale. Time's worn saddle and the tears that I fought in a land of shadows without all I sought. Oh, rain carved deep in the dirt, just like your memory in my shirt. Every storm whispers you're gone. This old heart echoes like a lone song. On the crest of the ridge, under vast starlit skies, I reckon the wind carries your soft broken sighs. Might be the dust or the rain in my eyes, but I see you there where the earth meets the sky. Yes, rain carved our story's old page, turned by the wind, worn by age. Every drop's a moment we knew. This land, this life, forever imbued. Oh, rain carved can't wash away the love, the pain, or the day you rode away.
In a town where the oak trees whisper and sigh, I recall her porch where the old swing still lies. Her eyes listened like the prairie to rain, knew all my joy and cradled my pain. We traced gravel roads under skies wide and vast, but like shadows at dusk, those days they passed. Her eyes listen, but now they roam far from my star, across empty cabins where wild memories are. In the silence of the wind, her laughter I chase through the fading trails of her vanishing grace. The saddle sits dusty, my boots worn and old, in a room where a scar holds the cold. Seasons turn ruthless, the oaks aged in grief, each leaf a story, each fall too brief. She left with the dawn, like a phantom, a ghost, leaving echoes in the heart she knew most. Her eyes listen, but now they roam far from my star, across empty cabins where wild memories are. In the whisper of the trees, her soft verses I hear, but they're just fleeting shadows. She's no longer here. So here's to the trails that we once rode side by side. Now I wander them alone, with the sunset as my guide. The land stretches out like the sorrow in my chest. In the quiet of this night, I admit I'm just a guest. Her eyes listen, and oh how my soul has tried to move past the pain to the other side. But in every dusty sunset and each star above, I find the beauty and the curse of an undying love. Her eyes listen, and I'm still learning to let go in this haunting quiet where the cold winds blow.
By the withered oak where the creek bends low, we carved our names years ago under skies as wide as a prairie's breath, where the sun dipped gold and our love found depth. Your scarf danced free in the evening wind, every thread a memory pinned. Oh, love carved deep in the heart of the wood, just like we promised we always would. But seasons turn as they always do, leaving me lonesome without you. Still the wind whispers through the hollows, echoing, echoing our tomorrows. Now the trails are faded where we once roamed, rust takes the gate of our old home. The porch steps creak neath my weary feet, missing the soft sound of your heartbeat. Dust swirls where laughter used to play, in the cabin silence shadows sway. Oh, love carved deep in the heart of the wood, just like we promised we always would. But the oak stands lone as the night descends, lonely like me where the pathway ends. Still the wind whispers through the hollows, echoing, echoing our tomorrows. Sometimes I think I hear your call over the
just like we promised forever we would. Beneath the stars, I reckon it's true. Every sunset still brings me back to you, and the wind whispers through the hollows, echoing, echoing our tomorrows. In this quiet land where I wander through, every stone, every breeze still reminds me of you.
Trees whisper. I first met her in the spring soft glow. We danced 'neath stars near the old creek's murmur, where the wildflowers dared to boldly grow. But her goodbye said nothing, left me holding dusty scarf, the color of the dawn. Echoes of hoofbeats, fading, growing in the silence where her shadow's gone. Years rolled like thunder across these plains. The porch still creaks with her absent steps. Through summer storms and winter's icy chains, in the saddle I roam where our sun once set. Her goodbye said nothing, but these old trails speak her name with every gust that weaves along the gravel road, beneath the veil of twilight's breath, my heartache cleaves. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's low, just a lone coyote calls to the moon's pale light. These whisper secrets the winds won't blow away, keep me searching for her in the night. Yes, her goodbye said nothing, yet it echoes loud in the rustle of the leaves and the creek's soft sigh. Underneath this vast unending cloud, I reckon some goodbyes don't mean goodbye. Her goodbye said nothing, a silent pact, bound by the land where our memories lay. On this lonesome trail, there's no turning back. Her goodbye said nothing, and everything in its way.
In the shadow of the willow, where the creek used to play, lies the ghost of an old porch where we once whiled away. Fingers laced like oak roots under skies forever gray. Your laughter spilled like silver rain on that long-lost May. Oh, the porch washed away, but your echo lingers still in the wind's mournful cry across these barren hills. My heart's left hanging on that old splintered rail like a lone scarf caught in a bitter winter gale. Now the town's a whisper and the trails have all grown cold. This saddle's worn and weathered like the secrets we once told. Where the cabin stood so proudly, now only shadows dare to tread beneath the moon that watched us. Now sleeps our love long dead. Oh, the porch washed away, but your echo lingers still in the wind's mournful cry across these barren hills. My heart's left hanging on that old splintered rail like a lone scarf caught in a bitter winter gale. A drifter's soul wanders through memories turned to rust, seeking solace in the silence of dreams turned to dust. Yet in the heart of every sunset, where the world dips in gold, I find a sliver of your warmth in the cold. Yes, the porch washed away, and you drifted like the sands, with the grace of a river slipping silent through my hands. I'm a whisper in the prairie, a shadow in the sway, forever bound to the place where my heart lay. Oh, the porch washed away, but your echo lingers still in every sunset's cry, and in the night so still where the oak weeps for the rain. I'll be waiting every day for the porch and my heart washed away.
Just past a creek where the cottonwoods grow, that old felt had tied down, shielding sorrow. It watched over me on your porch made of pine, as we traded sweet whispers, your hand holding mine. In that quiet little town where time moves slow, under the shade of oaks where wild rivers flow, your scarf in the wind like a captured blue flame. I left my heart there and nothing's been the same. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. Now the cabin stands empty where we once lay. The laughter we shared now echoes fade away. Gravel roads stretch under mournful moon's glow, leading nowhere, just shadows of what I used to know. Those wildlands hold memories, each stone and each tree, but the soul of the prairie, it just ain't the same without thee. Your picture, a faded token in the pocket of my vest, riding solo beneath sunsets in search of some rest. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each
Each dusty path I roam takes me further from you, but never closer to home. There's a silence in the prairies, a whisper through the grass, speaking of what was and what can never come to pass. I've learned that some loves are like the wildflowers of spring, vivid and brief, a fleeting, beautiful thing. So that hat tied down, heavy now with years, sagged under the weight of my unspoken fears. But each sunset that bleeds into the edge of the night is a reminder of love, once burning so bright. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the ice, I'll keep riding these trails until my own sunset dies, carrying memories under skies vast and dome, always moving away, forever unable to come home.
Under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow, I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true in that quiet, dusty town, under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new, echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch, a tale of dreams we'd claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze now lost, like her soft smile left my heart upon that path. Walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new, echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch, a tale of dreams we'd claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. In the quiet I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet, of days when the sun spilled like honey where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries for her, and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name, under starlit skies so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled old frame, where my tears fell like rain, under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name.
Out where the sunset paints the clouds in morning red, I remember the echoes of the words we left unsaid. Under a gnarled oak tree where our names are carved deep, the land holds the secrets that we swore to keep. Your scarf still hangs on the old porch swing, dances with the wind like a soft forgotten thing. Whiskey echoes in the bottle, the last thing you left behind. Each sip a shadow, sweet and unkind. The trail's grown over where we used to ride. Now I wander these empty cabins where silence resides. Love's a fleeting shadow in the corner of my eye, like the dust that rises then bids the day goodbye. Gravel roads whisper tales of where we used to go, through wild lands and quiet towns now covered in snow. Your laughter haunts the creeks and the cool twilight air. In the jingle of spurs I find you're still there, but the home we built in dreams, now shuttered and old, holds nothing but the cold. Whiskey echoes in the bottle, the ghost of your taste. Each sip a memory I can't let go to waste. The path's grown lonely where we once walked side by side. Now I follow fading trails where my regrets reside. Love's a whisper in the wind through the dry rustling leaves, as I pass beneath the shadows of our weary whispering eaves. Sometimes at night, when the stars hang heavy with sorrow, I feel the weight of all our lost tomorrows. In the quiet between each breath I find pieces of you that you left behind. Whiskey echoes a lonesome lingering sound, a heartbreak penned in the bottles I've downed. Hearing the echo of your laughter and sighs, I roam these empty roads under endless skies. Love's a fading footprint on the dusty trail, a song sung into the wind, too wild to hold, too sweet to fail. Down by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, we carved our names in the bark so true. The oak tree watched, the sun dipped low on the porch. We swayed, lost in the afterglow. Your scarf danced with the prairie's breath in that wild land. My heart you'd wreathe. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending sky. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. The long ride cries. Now the cat cabin stands empty on the ridge. Windows stare like eyes missing their bridge. Gravel roads once walked, overgrown with time's tide, where laughter once echoed, silence now abides. The saddle gathers dust, the reins lay still. Without you, this wandering life's lost its will. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending sky. The trail's gone cold where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. Long ride cry. On windswept plains the whispers call through the rustle of the leaves. In the fall, in the quiet, your shadow I chase. But all I grasp is the cold, empty space. So the long ride cries its song without end. A heart can't deny what it can't comprehend. With each sunset painted in hues of goodbye, the trail winds on under a vast lonesome sky. Long ride cries. Oh, how my soul still tries beneath the haunting, endless western skies. Long ride cries.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the oak trees used to stand, I found the scarf you left behind, now faded in my hand. The cabin's door still creaks the same on hinges worn and gray. It echoes with each step I take since you in the rain walked away. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the riverbeds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. This old porch remembers us, its boards worn down with time, where we watch the sunsets bleed into night, your hand resting in mine. But the gravel roads are empty now, the trails have all but faded, just like the love we swore would last, now gone and all but jaded. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the riverbeds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. Maybe towns like these, with dust settled so still, are just places for the heart to break, not places meant to heal. I saddle up to ride again through winds that whisper pain of a love that's just another ghost, like the rain. The rain walked away with the best of my years,
Through the dust I see you clear, your smile through the tears. I'll carry this old heart of mine down roads where memories sway, still searching for a reason why the rain walked away. Yes, forever asking why did the rain walk away?
In the shadow of the oak where the wildflowers hide, I first saw her smile in the springtime light. By the old fence line where our worlds entwine, underneath that endless cobalt sky. Oh, the fence tied down by the edge of that quiet town bears the weight of the love we found. Now just whispers in the wind, scattered like the leaves. The fence tied down, and my heart on my sleeve. Years have tumbled like the stones on the creek. She's gone with the wind like the words I can't speak. The old porch swings alone, the dust settles slow. Where laughter once lived, now the silence grows. Oh, the fence tied down by the trails now overgrown holds the echoes of the dreams we'd sown, lost like the sunset's last golden gleam. The fence tied down in my broken dream. On a gravel road I wander with my soul bare, each step away from her, the fate of a flare. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, her scarf in my pocket where my tears come to rest. Yes, the fence tied down beneath the weeping willow's frown marks the love that I can't disown. Like the rain on the saddle, I ride through my pain. The fence tied down, love's remains in the rain. And the sunset burns, but not as much as my return to that old fence line where my heart still yearns in the whispering wind. She's a melody I hear, the fence tied down, and my reasons they're still clear. The dust may settle, my love never will.
In the shadow of an ancient oak, whispers dance with the ghostly smoke. I found her scarf beneath the stars, faded blue like old guitars. It smelled of juniper and rain, took me back to where we once lain on a porch of weathered wood in a sleepy town that understood. Oh, that scarf, it listened well to the dreams and tales we tell, wrapped in warmth under frontier skies where love lived true in her emerald eyes. Now the wind carries away each thread like the words I never never said, but her memory's a melody that rides the plains forever free. Years are rolled like a restless stream, and that old town's a faded dream where gravel roads lead to empty homes, and my heart walks dusty lone alone. The oak has withered, lost its might, like my soul come each twilight. And no more laughter from the rail, just the echo of her farewell. Yes, that scarf, it listened well to the love we could never quell. Now it's just a tattered grace, lost in the folds of time's embrace. While the sunset bleeds and cries over mountains where my heart lies, her memory's a melody that haunts the hills endlessly. On the crest where horizons bleed, I unravel every creed, the scarf, a banner of the past, in the endless prairie vast. It's in the quiet of the pines, where solitude forever dines, that I find her whispered sighs, in the land where my old heart lies. Oh, that scarf, it knew it all, every rise before the fall. Now it's fraying at the seams, like the edges of my dreams. As the stars begin to peak, it's her voice in the wind I seek. Her memory's a melody that rides the plains where I'm still free. The scarf still listens on every lonesome starlit night, holding all our lost loves tight beneath the endless wandering skies. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were carved deep, the breeze whispers secret that old woodlands keep. Under sapphire skies where wild horses roam, that old porch still creaks with tales of a home. The scarf left on the rail, faded red like the heart where she laughed under stars before it all fell apart. Her goodbye fell apart with the rust on the gate, each creak a reminder of the love turned to ache. The moon cast long shadows where we once had our start. Now I roam through these memories where her goodbye fell apart. The cabin stands empty on gravel road bend, windows like eyes too dry to pretend. The dust doesn't settle, it just changes its face, moves through the rooms, a slow silent embrace. What's left of the laughter, what's left of the heart, when the door's swinging lonely, blowing open and apart. Her goodbye fell apart with the rust on the gate, each creak a reminder of the love turned to ache. cast long shadows where we once had our start. Now I roam through these memories where her goodbye fell apart. Oh, the rains come and go, but the rivers run dry. Whispers float on the wind, asking clouds why. With my hands on the saddle, feeling leather and time, I know trails fade like her touch. In the dust, gentle climb, her goodbye fell apart like the leaves in the fall. Each sunset a curtain on the past solemn call. I ride through these echoes under stars torn apart, forever chasing shadows where her goodbye fell apart. Now I roam through these memories where her goodbye fell apart.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, near the creek where we carved our names of June. The old porch creaks with the weight of songs unsung, as the twilight holds whispers of you in the monsoon. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies, and now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. The cabin stands empty where your scarf caught the wind. On a rusty nail, it's still dancing threadbare and thin. The trail we walk now overgrown where no footsteps tread. Everything's changed, the dreams we dream now dead. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies, and now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. By the fading light on this gravel road I roam, each sunset a reminder this world ain't home. Just a wanderer's heart with nowhere to rest, holding on to a ghost in the west's lonely chest. Silence remembers, and it's the keeper of my soul. In the quiet your memory plays the sweetest role. And as the dust settles with the setting sun, I know silence remembers what I've never truly won.